Hello, everyone. How are you? Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little bit nervous today. Look, we had connection problems. We had some of the ladies struggled to get in. They had to reconnect a few times. But we are here. We are here. So we're going to make the best that we can. That's all we can do. It's all we can do. Here in South Africa, we do have a lot of load shedding. And yes, sometimes it's difficult to stay in the moment because you are so stressed out of the power and the Wi-Fi. So yes, please bear with us. Wendy, she just left the studio again. I can see her here in the back, and I'm sure she will be coming in. So please, please bear with us. We are trying our best. How are you feeling? So today's show is called the Satisfaction Formula. What does satisfaction means for you? For me, I love myself unconditionally. It took a long while for me to start loving myself. After losing the weight, it became easier. While I was busy losing the weight, I started to have a relationship with myself in the mirror. And the more I kept my promise to myself, the more my satisfaction went higher. I love to do this. I'm hot. Not just hot, but if I complete something and I've done what I've promised myself to do, I love to do. And we had our third issue for our beautiful Diamond Moment magazine. Also a project that was very, very big on my heart, and we could do it through my editor-in-chief, Sunay. We've got something else. We go like, and then we touch our shoulders. So that is part of my satisfaction formula, to show my appreciation for me through my own eyes, through a mirror. So, what is your satisfaction formula, and how do you show your celebrations? I've got beautiful guests today. Oh, they're going to blow your socks away. They're going to blow your socks away. So, my beautiful Diamond Beauties, remember we are a private group. Please put your name in front or in the back, and we will have a shout out if you give us some of your love tonight. We really appreciate it. We've got two beautiful Diamond Beauties, Francine and Wendy, and they are so excited. And both of them look beautiful. And Howard, he looks beautiful as well. So I'm going to play a video of E360 TV. I will bring in my guest. Before we do that, take 3 beautiful breaths with me to bring you in the moment, right here, right now. Are you ready? Here we go. Another one in. Last one in. Wow, amazing. Our breathing is our life force, our lifeline. Keep on breathing. Keep on breathing properly. Here we go. Hello, my beautiful guests. I am so excited. I cannot hide it. And look, my nerves all calm down, all calm down, all calm down. I see Wendy have left us, but if she comes in, I will will bring her in. So, my beautiful Howard and beautiful Francine, thank you for being my amazing guest. This is a 2 months in the working coming, and I could not wait. Can I just say something to you? You were one of my first guests, all three of you, that have given me your bio. You have given me your questions. You have given me your golden nugget. I didn't have to stress. It was so easy to do your beautiful. Wendy is here. Let me just bring Wendy in. Wendy, are you ready to come in, my beautiful one? Are you ready? Okay, here you go. There you are. I'm so happy you are here. Just take a deep breath, and we will get through this, my beautiful one. We will get through this. So I just wanted to say thank you, my three beautiful guests. Your golden nuggets was ready. When I did your beautiful intro video, it was so easy. I had all of yours. I didn't have to follow up. It was just so easy. So from my side, I want to say thank you. So I've got a beautiful diamond beauty that is giving us a message, and then I will start with the session. So I am gonna just mute you. I will make sure to unmute all of you as soon as I get to you. So my beautiful Anjana, Anjana, you are here, you are here, you are here. So thank you so much for giving us love. My beautiful Francine, I am gonna unmute you. I want to say thank you for being here. Can I just say why you are very near in my heart? I saw you on the CLA group, and we said, okay, we didn't talk, but I wanted to meet you because you were funky, you were like feisty, you were just amazing. So I asked you, please, can we have a coffee chat? And you said yes. Wow, wow. When we had a coffee chat, we didn't stick to our 45 minutes. I actually cannot remember how long we talked. If I say 2, 3 hours, I'm sorry, I cannot remember because it was forever. It was the most beautiful session. We didn't know the time flies. And you, my beautiful girl, are truly inspiration. And then you joined the Diamond Beauties Forever group. And wow, I am so blessed that you are here today. So please introduce yourself and tell us what means satisfaction for you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sanet, for having me. I appreciate you. And yes, we did talk for about a good hour, I want to say. It was wonderful. We had such a connection, and I'm always so grateful that I get to be in alignment with so many amazing people. So, my name is Francine Ayala. I am the founder of WELA, which is short for Women Empowering Women Living Authentically. I am your women empowerment coach and speaker, inspiring women all over the world to live out their best life and become their best self. And my satisfaction formula is really, it starts with Jesus, with our creator, knowing that we're connected through him in spirit, and just giving everything that I have to him, and understanding that anytime my life gets in disarray, I know that I can just turn to him and everything it just is complete. So it is really something that I've been able to work on and really grow who I am as a person, and the spirit within me to shine upon others and let them know their creative geniuses, and showing them the extraordinary power that they have within them to excel at anything that they want to go after in life. So I'm definitely excited for what's to come. Stay tuned.
Wow. I only put the glasses on if I get goosebumps. Look, goosies. I got goosies. Ah! Wow. I love it. I love it, Francine. And we're going to hear a little bit more about this women empowerment group. We're
Yes.
gonna hear a little bit more. So, my beautiful Wendy, I am going to unmute you. So, my beautiful Wendy, I would also want to tell you how I know you very long. I know you since 2000, I think in 2012. We met we went met face to face. We did I was an assistant in the course where you were, and wow, we are friends since then. It was amazing. You inspire me, my beautiful one. You love hiking, and I know you're a little bit stressed because your laptop failed on you, and you're now on the cell phone. And don't worry, because you are in a smaller frame. Your spirit is still very big, and you are still amazing for me. Amazing. I would love you to introduce yourself and then also tell me what satisfaction means for you, please.
Okay, thanks, Sanet. Yeah, it's been an amazing journey since we first met, and yeah, it's actually you yourself are such an inspiration. I must just tell you that. So I'm Wendy. I am a Christian, and I work as a financial planner. Success to me, it's changed over the years. And initially, my main criteria was to be independent, have a car, have a house, and make money. And that was okay. And I worked for a corporate until 4 years ago. The corporate decided that I didn't fit in with their values, whatever that meant. And it shook me, it shook my foundations. And I had to look at myself. And for me now, success and basically who I am is more important than anything else. I had to look at myself. I had to accept myself. I needed to stop living in what I call goop, worrying about the good opinion of other people. So you like that one? I really had to look at myself, love myself, accept myself for who I am, and do what is right in my life without worrying about what other people think. And I can only echo what Francine said, having that faith that God is in charge. It just gives you so much strength to walk the path, knowing that you're not walking alone. So another success criteria for me was treating myself with respect, and through loving myself, treating myself with respect, I was able to share that with other people. So I still do financial planning. I work now for myself, and I teach English also, and I feel as though I've really grown as a person. So that has been my success formula: just loving myself and really respecting myself and others.
Oh, wow. I don't know what happened to Howard now. I tell you, today's session was not, I don't know what's cooking. All of us, I went through a glitch. Francine, you went through a glitch. Um, Wendy, you went through a glitch. A
Yeah.
glitch. You went through a few. I'm so sorry, Michael. So, we will wait for Howard to come back. But what I wanted to ask you, can you just repeat that? Did you say good? What is that? Glute? Good.
GOOP, goop, living in the good opinion of other people. Something you should never do because it stops you from being who you authentically are. You always worry about what are other people thinking about me, and that's what happened to me in corporate. I got very much caught in that trap, and yeah, and it's something to be mindful of. And as I say, now when you love yourself, when you have that faith, it makes you stronger, and you can walk that path in a much more confident way. So
Wow,
it's,
that's
yeah.
amazing. I'm going to bring in Howard, but then I will quickly get my big heart for you. Just give me 1 second. Howard, you are back. Howard, what's cooking? Howard, what's cooking?
I have no idea. I was just knocked off and I came back in. So I have no idea what the gods are doing today.
I also don't know. I don't know where my heart is. My heart is gone. Okay. Francine, let us do this.
Uh,
Wow. I'm so happy you are back, Howard. Howard, I met you. I saw you a few times on Robert W. Jones webinars. You were always smiling, but we never talk. And that day, I was sitting there all smiling, and I just said, I was actually saying to God, I am so truly blessed to be here. And here you call my name. You said, today I opened the 2nd of September. I opened the Art of Connection. And here is a photo of Sanet Van Breda, all the way from Johannesburg. And her gratitude entry of last year was small. But how it, my heart almost jumped out of my skin, not out of my throat, out of my skin. I was like, oh, I was just wondering, what is this gentleman? What is his life all about? And here he talked about me, because I sometimes pin people and I look at their face, I look at their eyes. So you were pinned, and I just thought, I'm so blessed. And then I thought, I wonder what's cooking in your life. And there you call my name out. I felt like, I'm sure you know I've pinned you. I don't know. I felt like that. And then you said, wow, and you spoke to me and you booked a coffee chat, and we had such an amazing chat. And you told me a little bit about your life story. And my love for you just grow and grow. I am truly blessed that you are here. I'm truly blessed that you are you, because you are changing so many people's lives. Please, may you introduce yourself and tell us, what is your satisfaction formula? Oh no, Albert, I tell you, something is wrong today. I don't know what's cooking. So, Francine, I'm coming to you. I don't know. We can just do what we can do. Can we not, Francine? Let me unmute you. Let me unmute you.
You just go with the flow, Sanet. It's okay.
We can always have a dance. We cannot play my forever song, Walking on Sunshine. Francine, what is your forever song?
My forever song is Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody.
I love it. And we had such a beautiful dance. And Wendy, what is your favorite?
Happy by Pharrell Williams.
I know.
Yeah, always a reminder for me to keep on smiling.
Oh, amazing.
Be positive.
Exactly. I love your song. It's part of my playlist every day. Happy is part of it. So I'm sure Howard will come back, but let me start then with you, my beautiful Francine. So I've got this Francine, from being a single mom at 17 to become a master NLP coach and trainer. Francine's story is one of transformation and empowerment. And then I think it goes to the next one. It says let me just mute Wendy. She says how she helps women understand and break through from limiting patterns, guiding them towards a divine purpose. But you have a special superpower. Will you also please tell us about that? But before you start, may I just bring Howard back in? It's okay, Howard. We will come to you just now. Francine, you're welcome to answer.
My superpower. So my superpower is just really understanding how I process information, how everything just is in alignment with who I am, how I came to be where I'm at today, and how I get to really understand and focus on helping and inspiring others to do the same. So last year, I was so-called diagnosed ADHD. So I've called it my superpower since then. And just to understand that it's not a label, it doesn't mean we're different. It just means that I got to learn how I process information differently, and how I get to show up as my best self, because I understood why so many things in my life happened a certain way, or why I wasn't getting certain things the way others did. So it has become my superpower. And now I get to step into this power and share with others on such a larger level, and helping them in that process of becoming their most divine, purposeful self. So that is my superpower.
Amazing. And that label of how did you pronounce it?
The ADHD, yeah, the
Yes,
so-called
that is,
ADHD.
yeah, yeah. It is a big thing. It is a big thing. But how did you get your superpower? By looking at it differently. I tell you, you're amazing, Michael. You're amazing.
It was just a matter of really understanding the process of which everything in my life started to make sense, and knowing how to control the emotions around it, because there were a lot of struggles in the process of me getting to where I'm at today. And I really understood the person I am now, so that I can better understand other people and allowing them to share their space in who they are and who they want to become.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing. We will definitely be talking a little bit more about what you have created. So I'm going to, every time I want to go to Albert, he's gone. And
It's just supposed to
unfortunately,
be Wendy, you and I today.
and if
I'm just
Albert comes, if Howard comes back now once more, I can have him once more in. But if he's leaving more than 3 times, I cannot bring him back. I'm not allowed to.
oh
So I
no,
hope he can stay. I hope he can stay. But anyway,
I feel
Wendy.
bad.
Okay, here he comes. Let me quickly start with him.
Okay, go ahead.
My beautiful Howard, if no, I cannot bring him in.
Oh no.
So my beautiful Francine, you said now you have started, and you must just help me with all that you know the acronyms, and
Yes,
I know the reason why you started with it, but just tell us how did
absolutely.
you why did you start it?
So I founded Wheela out of depression. So back in 2017, I was going through this depression, and I felt like I was alone, and I didn't want to be alone in this space. And so I created a community of women to just help inspire in that space, to just by just posting simple quotes that were inspiring. And ultimately we've grown over the last several years into hosting women empowerment summits, conferences. Our main focus is around health and wellness, business, leadership, fitness, nutrition, and finance. So we've since evolved into really supporting women where they're at and allowing them to grow in their space, because nobody wants to do life alone. And that is our motto, is that where you never do life alone. We are your community. So join us so that we can all encourage and empower one another every single day.
Wow, that is amazing. And I want to ask you, what was the biggest struggle in your business?
So the biggest struggle actually was when last year, when I found out about the whole ADHD, because what happened is I kept struggling into not being able to move forward in my business. I just kept hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, and then realized that I couldn't do business alone. I needed some type of support system around me. I needed that community of other women in business who were doing it, who were excelling. And so it was just really understanding, like, oh, okay, my brain loves the excitement of having other people around. So when I was doing it, I was literally doing life alone. So that's why I made it my purpose to make sure that other women don't do life alone. And so what was happening is, as I was doing this alone, I just kept going into constant depression and like unfulfillment, and just a spiral of emotions. And it was during that time that I was going through the process of becoming a master NLP coach myself. So to really clear out those old negative self-sabotaging patterns, those limiting beliefs about myself, I did it for 20 years. And so to really focus on, getting rid of all of that negative energy and those negative habits from my past, I was able to excel into the person I am today, and to live this purposeful life that God has blessed me with. So now let's go. There's no stopping me. I've been nonstop. And so it's been a lot. We've actually, I have about 3 different businesses, which is a nonprofit, a for-profit, and a digital marketing agency. So we're constantly on the move, and there's a lot coming.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute you and then I'm going to go to Wendy. So, Wendy, if you can tell us a little story about satisfaction. You have written something for us. We will love to hear.
Thank you. But first, Francine, I just want to say you are really inspirational. And I've really found that because I also went into depression, and it feels so lonely, and it's such a deep, dark hole. But I often find that those very difficult moments basically force you to be so much better than you ever thought you could be if you had stayed along the same trajectory. In other words, if you hadn't changed and if you hadn't gone through these things. So yeah. So my story was, when I was thinking about what has been successful for me, and it really goes back to my story of I've been in corporate all my life. I worked for corporates. I used to wake up early, go to work, try and fit in, and make other people rich. That's what I was doing until such time as I say, 4 years ago. I worked as a financial planner, and it was a very, very stressful environment. I was bringing money into the company, but the people I was working with who assisted me weren't pulling their weight. And when I called them on it, I got into trouble. And long story short, I was told that I didn't fulfill their values. And shock of all shocks, they wanted to fire me. And I'd never, ever thought I'd ever go through this. And I engaged with a lawyer, and basically I left. So I resigned and I left the company. And as I mentioned earlier on, it shook my very foundations, because this is all that I knew. This was my sense of belonging, having a corporate profile behind me. And who was Wendy? I work for X company. And I did. I went through a depression. I went through a lot of coaching. And when I look back at it, the coaching gave me a lot of ideas, but it didn't really, for me, tell me what I needed to do, because that comes from within. We have all the answers, and they're inside of us. And people can prompt you and say, think about this and tell me about that. And you can take all of these different aspects, but it's only when you can pull them all together and say, okay, that is true, but who am I really? So it's been quite a process for me, and it's been a long, it feels like a very long road. And similar to Francine, I've been in dark places, and then you pull yourself out of it, because you can't stay there for too long. You can feel the feeling for a minute or two, and then you literally have to pull yourself back out and be grateful for your blessings. And through this process, I've always gone to church, but I was never a committed Christian. And it led me to God, and to basically that faith that He walks with me. He's in control. He knows what is right for my life. And I rely on that to a large extent. And I see our good friend Howard is back, so I'm going to make this a lot quicker. But yes, so it led me to a path where now I know who I am. I'm a teacher by nature, by heart, and so I teach my clients about financial planning, help them to understand their finances. I teach English, and I feel I am more centered and more whole as a person. That is my.
Thank you, my beautiful Wendy. I will come back to you. Howard, I love you. What is your happy place? Please tell us what your happy place. Make yourself happy, because you're going to tell us your happy place.
Yes.
We will start from the beginning.
First of all, the show must go on. This is a live stream, and I just want to tell you that when I read your quote about smiles, it made my whole day, and that's why I called your name out. I felt inspired to call your name out, and we are shining brightly. Yes, we are, and we dance together. And I think of the I can't get no satisfaction, but today we're being challenged, but we are getting satisfaction. My happy place, which brings me light, happens to be the basketball court. I feel no stress. It's my stress free zone. I get exercise. My endorphins are flying. My vibration is high. And that is the place that I try to go often, at least 2 or 3 times a week.
So now, my beautiful Albert, take a deep breath and tell us your story.
Sure. So, first of all, I am just so delighted to be here, and I'm sorry the challenges, but I am Howard Brown. I am Mr. Shining Brightly. Uh, I am actually, I always introduce myself as a son, a twin brother, a father, a husband, because that's who we really are. But in my trade, I am a Silicon Valley entrepreneur in technology. I actually do a lot of volunteer service, and I am a 2-time stage 4 cancer survivor, 30 years apart. I am breathing. That's the blessing of today. And so the highlight reel is that I got non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 1989. They told me I had 6 months to live. And I ran back home and lived with mom and dad. I went through tons of chemotherapy, and I had what's called a bone marrow transplant from my twin, and it saved my life. And I got my life back again. And I had to come from darkness, Wendy, Francine, okay, and put Humpty Dumpty back together again, okay, at age 25. And I did. I met my beautiful wife, Lisa, and we very fortunately had frozen sperm gave us a daughter, Emily. What a miracle that was, right? And unfortunately, at age 50, after taking a colonoscopy, which the screening age is now 45, unless you have family history or symptoms, I was diagnosed with stage 3, a year later, metastatic stage 4 colorectal cancer, and told I had 6 months to live and to get my affairs in order. Again, the darkness came over me. But I will tell you, I am now, and this is the speed version, 4 years, no evidence of disease. I have no evidence of disease. I have no cancer in me, and I share my light, okay? Every day I wake up and say, I am blessed, I am grateful, and I am lucky, and who can I help today? That's how I start every single day.
Wow, Howard. I tell you, when I had my meeting with my coffee chat with you, you let me cry, you let me laugh, and we just had so much fun. And for me, you coming through it twice, your strength is incredible, incredible.
Thank you.
So, my beautiful Howard, can you quickly tell us about No, nothing is going to happen. Can you tell us what is your satisfaction formula?
Yes, my satisfaction formula is that we all have this light that we are sharing. It's God given. We are born with a light. What you do with that light is that's your choice. And we have to choose to share that light with others, not just in their time of need, but in their time of celebration. And then we have to virtually and in person join hands together to become a force multiplier for good and positive change. Boy, the world needs it more than ever today. That's my satisfaction formula.
Wow, that's amazing, Howard. And today, on my soul of, I've got this amazing show big initiative I created for the Diamond Beauty, Soul of a Diamond. I had one of the ladies came to tell her story, and she said to me, Sanet, your vision is to be the most heart-centered brand, to provide experience, to fill the world with love, joy, and happiness. And you are already there. Can I tell you, when she said that, she confirmed it, I am there already. I had this, when it's raining, but soft rain, and you go stand in the rain and you say, thank you for this beautiful rain. And I felt like that. I felt so inspired, so happy. I felt, yes, everything I'm doing with God. I said, everything is God's plan. And yes, I do the action, I take the steps. So, yes, my beautiful Howard, you've got your book here. Can you show us your book? Do you have it?
It's ways. I saw it in front of it. Here it is.
Yeah.
So the book is My Energy Going Through Shining Brightly, Lighting Up a Dove to Spread and Illuminate Peace, Love, and Hope throughout the world.
Wow. Isn't that beautiful, ladies? Francine, what do you think about that cover?
I love it. That is so beautiful. And you nailed it, Howard, because that's my golden nugget, right? You are the light of the world. Do not let anybody take that away from you or diminish it. So yes, absolutely. And when more people understand the spirit within being the light, they are able to be a blessing upon millions and millions of people. So keep shining. I love it. Thank you, Howard, for sharing your story. That was very powerful.
Francine, when I saw Howard's book cover, I saw your golden nugget. I saw Wendy's golden nugget. I must confess something today. I started to cry because God has got always a way to put people together that needs to be together. And I could see the synergy of all three of you. And it was beautiful. I want to say thank you, my beautiful guest. You are amazing. So, Francine, you started this beautiful movement and you are motivating other ladies. What is the driving force, the divine purpose for this movement for you?
It's all like, I want to say it's very God-given, because I will share a little bit of what happened to me recently. I was a huge fan of Friends, still am. With the passing of Matthew Perry, it hit my core. He was an amazing human being, and he shared his light with us when he struggled internally so much. And it brought a sense of this, in a sense, like understanding that I have a purpose, we all have a purpose, and we need to be out there spreading this purpose that we were given. And I feel like, and we all go through this, I feel like I felt like I wasn't ready yet. And when that happened, because I struggled so much internally, emotionally, with the depression and with finding out about the whole ADHD, it took me down. So if I could be that light for somebody else, for another person to know that they're not alone, it's a huge mission to impact millions and millions all over the world. So I need to get to work. I need to move forward. I need to step out and make it boldly and courageously and share on such a larger level, because it's not just about me. It's about being able to save those people around the world that are hurting and struggling. Howard said it best, we have to be that light. We have to be able to shine brightly with others. So
I love it. That's amazing. I love it. So I just talked about Kathy. She was on Soul of a Diamond today, and she said, "Oh, hello everyone." Kathy Nesbitt tuning in. Beautiful. So my beautiful Wendy, I'm gonna unmute you. You are you helping a lot of people with their financial, especially when it's part of the also when they do their testimony, their wills. And sometimes it's a little bit daunting because, you really don't want to go there, but you have to. How do you give them the best advice and afterwards feel, I have helped somebody? You are such an inspiration, my beautiful one.
So first, listening to Howard and Francine, it's amazing when people have gone through such extreme difficulties, and when they're interviewed and you say to them, would you change anything? And often the answer is no. It's made me the person that I am. And it's just so amazing that you can actually spread and light after that. And you think that if you hadn't gone through those experiences, which must have been terribly traumatic, how did possibly be doing something else? It's not, doesn't mean that you wouldn't be doing what you're doing now. To say that you wouldn't, but you maybe wouldn't do it with as much intensity. Let me put it that way. But very, very inspiring.
Sorry, Wendy, you are breaking up. I don't know if you, Howard and Francine, can hear anything. I can almost not hear you. So I'm going to try and see if you can try again. Go ahead, Wendy.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
It's a little bit better, but it is still breaking a little bit, but go ahead.
Okay, so when I deal with people and when it comes to wills and their estate planning, it very much becomes about a legacy. What do you want to leave behind? And to an extent, it's also about intergenerational wealth. And when we have those discussions, and to use one person I've discussed it with in particular, you start talking about their family and what their family members are like, and are they dependent on her, for example? And it's quite interesting. It flows into that particular child. Were they spoilt? Why are they the way that they are? And it leads into interesting discussions, but it's all about legacy. And I often tell them it is the most important document that they will leave behind. Without it, the government takes over, winding up their estates, and it's just not an area they want to go into. But I keep it very personal. That's what I do.
Oh, wow. You are truly amazing. Thank you, my beautiful Wendy. Howard, what is your 3 miracles?
So I gave you guys a hint. So my 3 miracles in my life. I received a bone marrow transplant, a stem cell transplant from my twin sister, CJ Brown Gingras, in 1990, May of 1990. And I have to tell you, this is a little show and tell right now. Okay. This is the actual bag of her bone marrow that saved my life. 1 in 25,000 chance of being an exact match. And this bag saved my life. This is my bag of life. That's miracle number 1. Miracle number 2 is that my doctor had the vision or the God vision or just the common sense to send me to the cryogenic center to leave a sperm sample at age 23 and a half. And 11 years later, that frozen sperm turned into our miracle daughter, Emily. We call her our frozen kidsicle. She is now 22 years old. How is that for miracle number 2? And then miracle number 3 is that with the blessing and the skill of this amazing surgeon, Dr. Vandy Ryofi here in Michigan, I had a surgery that cut me from chest to pubic bone. They removed all the tumors on my liver and my stomach and in my bowel and poured hot chemotherapy in me and spun me around like a rotisserie chicken for 90 minutes. And that has gotten me to cancer free. So I have got all my miracles in one lifetime and get to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And I'm very blessed to do so.
Wow, amazing. Now you're talking about Humpty Dumpty. When I visit my grandchildren in New Zealand, one of the neighborhoods, there was a Humpty Dumpty that was sitting on a wall. And my grandson said, Xander said to me, Omi, why is Humpty Dumpty sitting on the wall? I could not remember the story why he was sitting on the wall. I said, I think he's sitting on the wall waiting for somebody. And my grandson said, I hope not a wife.
That's funny, but it's really amazing because we all get knocked down in life. This is part of my survivorship coaching. We have to survive the small bumps, the big bumps, everything in this life. So we all get knocked down in life and in business, as you heard from Wendy and in Francine. We get knocked down in family and in relationships and for me, health. And as Wendy and Francine have, we spend a little time in that darkness, but you can't spend too much time there. We're all aligned that way. You have to get back up again and again. And if you can't get back up yourself, you go to others that will help lift you up.
Amazing. So, Howard, I am coming back to you, but I have a message for you. It says, wow, amazing
Oh,
miracles, Howard. Oh,
thank you, thank you,
beautiful,
thank you.
beautiful. So, Howard, how are you helping others? How are you serving others, please?
So I serve others, and I have these white discussion guides and white papers on my from my book. One is survivorship, how to survive life. Okay, if I can survive cancer twice, you actually have learn some lessons. And the number one lesson I've learned is not what you actually can get in life; it's what you can give. And if you lead that lesson, it's what you can give, right? And then I have another white paper that says mentorship is leadership. If you can take someone under your wing and walk alongside them, okay? And I do this with cancer patients all the time, and others, and entrepreneurs and young students, okay? Or you let yourself be mentored. That's what the world is for. And then the last one is interfaith relations, which is needed more than ever, to learn and welcome in the stranger. Father Abraham and Mother Sarah, they welcomed in the stranger. We've lost that lesson. We need to practice that. We need to practice that and welcome in the stranger and learn from them and appreciate them. And they'll learn to appreciate us in the good times and in the bad times.
Oh, I love it. I've got another message for you. Are you ready, Howard?
Okay, yes.
It's not what you get in life, it's what you can give. Wow, again, Howard. Kathy Nesbitt. Oh, thank you, my beautiful Kathy.
2 wows.
Oh, wow, ladies, 2 wows.
Ma.
So, Howard, the last 2.5 years, I started to call everybody beautiful, even men. And my husband said to me, I wish you could stop. I said, but I don't want to, because I found my own beauty and I want to bring it in the foreground to any person, man or female, to say you are beautiful. And the other day I got a message, and it was a gentleman, and he said, Sanet, after you spoke to me, I spoke to him a few times, not a lot, but every time I said to him beautiful, and he got very irritated with me. And then he let me know through Messenger. He said to me, Sanet, your beautiful breakthrough to me. I cried in the bathroom when I looked myself in the mirror, because I could only see today my beauty that you saw in me when we first met. So how amazing. Everybody, like you said, Howard, can shine. Francine, Wendy, you said everybody can shine. They've got the ability. Just because you were born, you are worthy of so much. But we let other people's stuff come and sit on top of us. We let other people tell us what to do. We let other people, like you, Wendy, you said, no way, I'm not going to take this company's thing to say I am not in their value. I am leaving. So yes, that's what we need to do. We need to step up and make sure to take care of ourselves first. So my beautiful Francine, please, can you give the viewers one last? We almost finished with the show. I cannot believe the time has fly. It was such a stressful show, but we are almost done, and it was truly amazing. Do you have something that you want to leave with the viewers and the Diamond Beauties? You've got about a minute and a half, please. Let me just unmute you. There you go.
What I want to leave is just to love yourself, to know, like Sanet said, you are beautiful. You are purposefully made through God's eyes. He loves you. He wants to restore you. He wants to uplift you. He wants to give you everything that you've ever dreamed of. You just have to be willing to believe, let go and let God, and just know that you are so loved, and everybody is here to support you. You just have to find your right tribe. We will lift you up, empower you, give you the tools that you need to excel in this beautiful life that we have. So don't ever give up. We're here for you.
I've got goosebumps, but I have to put the glasses on and then I have to take it off. Otherwise, I cannot unmute. Oh, I can unmute Wendy. Wendy, will you give us, the viewers and the Diamond Beauty, some love, please?
challenges, but I feel that if you focus on the beauty of it, because there is so much beauty around us, and really be grateful for what you have, and share that beauty and gratitude, things can only get better. They can only be brighter. So it's to focus on the good.
Wow.
And
I love it.
Yeah, when they come.
I love it. Yes, your God glasses. And my beautiful Wendy, you know me very long. You are, since I started in August 2021 with the Diamond Beauties, and I always did. Mwah. Do you remember? Always. And somebody said to me that, I said, Net, what does it mean? I said, it stands for Moments with Authentic Hearts. And she fell almost from a chair. She said, I said, yes, I know that, because everything I do is purposefully. My company's name is Self Love Ignites Me. It spells slim. And yes, I have slimmed down. And the word in Afrikaans for very clever, mindfulness, is slim. And yes, I have Diamond Beauties Forever, Diamond Moments magazine, Soul of a Diamond. Yes. So this is for you, Francine, Wendy. It's for you. So my beautiful Albert, please give us your last remarks, please.
Yes. And you can call me beautiful anytime you want, because it makes me feel good. And you are beautiful too. So the other person has a boundary, but he should look in the mirror and you should tell yourself they're beautiful. Find something beautiful. So I will tell you that how to lead a resilient life. In the first chapter of my book, my great grandmother, all the way from Lithuania, who came to this country with nothing, she taught very simply, choose to be kind. It's a choice. You can choose to be kind. You can choose to be a giving person. You can choose to be a giving person. And you can choose to be a healing person for self-love and self-care for yourself and lift up others. It's simple. Do those three things, the world does shine brightly. And it is a better place.
It's beautiful. Thank you. And yes, your kiss, Howard. Moments with authentic hearts. So I'm sure, ladies, you didn't know why I the whole time, but there's a meaning behind it. Moments with authentic hearts. So my beautiful ladies, I hope that you have enjoyed our beautiful session. My beautiful viewers out there, thank you for joining us. It was a challenge show. I can promise you. We all had challenges today, but we did it. We did it. We can actually dance. So for me, my beautiful guests, will you have a dance with me?
Yes.
My beautiful viewers, will you have a dance with me? Here we go.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles.
Bye bye, everyone.
Magic in the
Bye bye.
light.